Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Aries December Tarotscope. So this is just going to be a look at the energy for the month of December for you. Anything you need to be aware of, what to expect, any guidance. And this again is for the sign of Aries. So keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Aries. Let's just start by seeing what messages are wanting to come through for you, anything your guides want you to be aware of. I feel like having some sort of guide or mentor or somebody that you can connect to that has reached the level that you are aspiring to reach, whether that be in your career, whether that be in even in your love life, your relationships, in your life, because Aries is a natural leader, right? And that's a good thing. And so you tend to be the leader in everything that you're dealing with, right? You tend to be very independent, and that's a good thing. But it's not, it does complicate it, because when you need support and when you need guidance, if you're the leader within every situation and relationship that you're dealing with, then who do you go to, right? And so I feel like it would be helpful, and not in a sense of, connecting to somebody in a way that you feel that you're beneath them, right? But like somebody that you can look up to, somebody that is where you want to be or represents some sort of success that you're looking to achieve. Like as motivation, because I feel like that's a theme for you this month, is finding motivation, connecting to things that encourage your own path forward, your own growth, your own passion, your own excitement. If you always have to fix or help or take care of people around you, or you're always having to keep things in order, you need at least something to connect to give you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, right? Have you ever heard that saying? I think it's in Kung Fu Panda. The past is history. The future is a mystery. What is the rest of it? And the present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. It's like the present moment trying to stay in the present moment as much as possible is going to benefit you greatly, especially if you're in the middle of some sort of change or transition in your life. I also kind of feel like if you're in a relationship with another person and you're wanting to bring some sort of shift to the relationship, or you're hoping for some sort of shift in the relationship, or you're needing for something to change in the relationship, the way to bring about this positive transformation is by being present in the connection. Because it's easy, like if you've gone through difficulties with, in the past with a person, or even just in relationships in general, your mind is going to keep replaying those same, scenarios over and over again. And you don't want to, that's why we will continue to repeat the past, because our mind is continuing to dwell on the past, right? Let me see what clarity we can get out of this. Also, something to be mindful of, you just have a naturally powerful energy. You have a very powerful presence. When you connect to people, just in general, you have such a leadership presence, right? Your presence kind of is strong, is powerful, is automatically steps into a leadership role. Unless you're connecting to people that are the same energy as you, right? Which could probably become a very chaotic power struggle type of energy. Two Aries together can probably be very competitive, right? It probably can be, because both people are naturally wanting to take the lead. An Aries and a Leo as well, right? And so that can kind of bring about competitiveness and a power struggle. And I feel like if you can like keep that in mind when you are connecting to people, because sometimes power intimidates people, right? And they will either kind of cower in fear if they're intimidated, or they'll try to do something to kind of like be in control, to feel in control, to dominate. And I feel like it would be helpful to try to be present enough to bring that to your awareness. And make sure that people aren't just trying to challenge you. Wow. Okay, you've done a lot of like self-reflection. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work. You've done a lot of healing. I feel like you've kind of been in a very maybe hermity phase for a period of time. But I feel like you've gone through a lot where you've really like taken accountability, right? You take accountability for your energy, for your presence, for your choices. You take responsibility for it. I feel like you are, you're kind of in this space where I feel like it's like change is like inevitable, right? And I feel like in this change, it's very obvious right now the things that are working and the things that aren't working, and things that need to be released and let go of. you have the phoenix and the tarantula, and that's an energy of like, you can't go back the way that you came, right? It's like, if it's not evolving with you, it's not serving you. If it's not growing with you, then it's holding you back. And if you keep trying to hold on to whatever this is, let me get some clarity. You have the phoenix and the south card, and the south is like that, it's like the need to burn the past. This is like really beautiful energy. Like you truly have taken time to like look within, to see your own personal truth, right? Like seeing yourself for who you are, right? Not based on what other people are trying to project onto you. I feel like you've gone through like some sort of like, it could even be like you've been in a relationship with another person, and there's been some sort of distance or disconnect with this person in this relationship. But in that disconnect or separation, you've been able to see it for what it is, right? You are able to see clearly what this person is, what this relationship is, what you are in this relationship. And I kind of feel like for some people, this is a person that you've been dealing with that they show up when it's convenient for them, right? They connect with you when they need something, right? It's a very like transactional type of connection. And I feel like you're going to kind of see this show back up. Like, let's give this another shot, but it's like, you already know that this is not going to work. You can't go back. Like now that you've seen the truth, you can't go back. Now that you see it for what it is, you can't go back. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were like, even if they tried, I've already seen enough. Like I've seen enough, and I don't want it, right? It's not appealing anymore. And I feel like that's where you're at with this. But there's also this this sense of like loyalty to this person, or loyalty to this connection, or it's something that you've put a lot of effort into to bring about some sort of change and transformation. And you changed in the process, and you grew and you evolved. But I feel like this person or this situation hasn't necessarily grown with you. And to try to let this back in or try again with this simply out of loyalty, I feel like it's going to like burn you. Like you can't go back that way. So let's see how this energy is showing up for you. For some of you, it's the breaking apart of a third-party situation, or unexpectedly getting some kind of information about a third party. And you're receiving this information because you need to see this so you stop entertaining this situation. You have been fighting for something for like 7 years. You've been 7 years, 7 months. You've been putting a lot of effort into this. But I feel like it's you can't keep going this way. This is no longer on your path. This is no longer beneficial for your path forward. I also kind of feel like you've grown, you've evolved, you put in all this effort, but you're dealing with somebody who still is attached to a past version of you. Or they're still bringing up your past. Or this past person keeps reaching out and pulling you back. And it's 10 of Wands. It's like it's something that needs to be let go of. This is like so heavy. And I do want to say this, with this connection, I do feel that you have healed within this, right? I feel like you have healed, you have grown, you have evolved, you see yourself continuously getting better, right? And so it almost like to let go of this person or this situation or this desire or this belief makes you question like why you did all this work, right? Why you've done all this healing. But the healing itself is what has made you realize that this is not worth your time or energy. The healing is what has made you realize you are worthy of more. The healing was necessary, right? This person was just the catalyst for that healing. In some aspect, though, I do feel that this connection, like there has been a lot of push and pull within it. It's 1 minute it's really good and it feels really great and it's very passionate, and then the next minute there's this kind of like disconnect, and it's likely that emotionally you have gotten used to the highs and the lows. You've gotten emotionally attached to the highs and the lows of it. But it's like you're fighting for somebody, like you're fighting to help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. You're fighting to bring structure to something that it's like you're trying to build a block tower with a toddler, right? Every time you get something built up a little bit, this person comes in and knocks it down. It's like you're trying to build on something with a person that does not want to build. That sounded so dumb. It's like you're fighting for something that you're not supposed to be fighting for. I do kind of feel like you are dealing with a person that this is more of a power struggle than anything. And again, for some of you, I do feel that you are getting some sort of information or knowledge about a third-party situation with another person. And maybe it's always been like that with this person. There's always been some sort of third party. And you've put in effort towards this, kind of like waiting for this person to leave that situation, and I feel like you're being shown that it's not going to change. And honestly, it kind of feels like distance from this person or from this situation is what is giving you this clarity. It also kind of feels like there's a hesitancy in walking away because you feel that this person's life will fall apart if you walk away. But honestly, that's what is necessary for this person to start taking accountability, which is what they need to do. They're not going to meet you or take accountability if you're consistently taking accountability for you. Yeah, and the Five of Cups is like, the Five of Cups just kind of feels like it's time to accept this as a loss. And I don't mean to be so like depressing with this message. Do you love this person for what they're showing you now, or for the potential that you see in them, or for the potential that you see in the relationship? Are you seeing this person through rose-colored glasses? Are you seeing the beauty in this relationship because of how much you've grown and not because how much the relationship has grown? Because the Ten of Cups is what's hidden, what you're not seeing. And that's emotional fulfillment. It's like you've been putting in all of this effort into this connection or this situation because you have felt that it's going to give you emotional fulfillment. But I feel like if you really looked at it, you're so far away from emotional fulfillment with this person. This is not going to bring emotional fulfillment, because the Five of Swords is saying that this is a competitive thing. This is a power struggle. This is somebody who's constantly trying to one-up you, right? Or it's like you're constantly going to be battling. This person is always destroying your peace. When you're in a place of peace, this is when this person comes in and brings a lot of chaos. There's definitely a sense of loyalty that you have to this person. It could be family, if I'm being honest. But it feels like whatever it is, it's something that you have put a lot of time and energy and effort into. But it's like the love is lost. The love is gone. And it's like you have grown and evolved so much. You have so much to be proud of, and to either take this person back or keep entertaining this connection. It's like you're knocking yourself back to square one. Or it almost even feels like you're dealing with somebody who just doesn't have the same maturity as you do. They're not in the same space as you. And so if you take this on, it's like you're going to have to parent this person. Oh, I don't mean for this to sound so painful, but it's like they love you for what you can do for them and not for who you are, because that's what it's kind of been. You've been putting in all this effort for them, to help them, to support them, to show them love. They love you for what you can do for them. They don't really have the capacity to give and receive love in the way that you deserve. You've evolved into this person and grown into this person so you can receive the love that you know you're worthy of receiving. This person or this situation has not evolved with you. Love you. Have a good month.